Hello everyone. Right, we are going to do a plan with me in my Hobonichi Weeks. We're going to make it a quick one because I'm filming this at night when the boys have gone to bed because it's school holidays next week. So I want to get some filming done and planning done for next week because I'll be a busy mummy. Okay, if you're just joining me, thank you for joining. Big thank you for joining my channel and watching it. If you do like it, please could you subscribe and you will get notifications on when I load my videos. I'm doing my best to do approximately, I'm doing my best to do 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays, because then that allows me a day in between to actually do the editing and things like that. Although, to be honest, I don't really edit my videos a lot. I want them to be as kind of free-flowing as possible. And I watch The Joyful Sojourn a lot. I watch Elizabeth, and I love the way her videos they just work. So yeah, so I'm going to try not to edit unless anything catastrophic happens and I have to delete it out or something. Okay, so supplies I'm going to use for this plan with me is a beautiful kit called Raindrops from Hello Petit Paperie. So this is a Hobonichi Weeks kit. Now I'm using one called Raindrops because it has rained every single day in the UK since the beginning of the new year. It's getting a bit boring now, but there you go. If we want a green lush land, then you've got to have the rain, I suppose. Anyway, here we go. We've got 3 Tombos to go with this collection. N75, 761 and N49. So I tried to match the colours as much as I can with the kit. I have got washi tape, pet tape from the washi tape shop. So I can't wait to use some of these. I think this is the self-care kit. I will put the full information in the description below and tag the washi shop in it as well. And then I've got my Beauty by Starlet stencils. There you go. The only thing I do need to grab while I'm sat here is my Colour Cafe file, which has my day headers stuff in it ready to go. So let me just dig them out. There we go. So there's my day headers there, ready to rock and roll. Okay, so let's just have a quick look at last week. So this was last week in my, obviously I'm filming this on Friday night of the 13th. So happy Friday the 13th for next week. This was my, I just love this spread. And this is just working for me so well at the minute, this Hobonichi Weeks. So this beautiful collection here is from Designing Liefde. She does the most stunning florals and stuff in her kits and deco pieces and kits. So I do have her coming up soon in a haul video, and hopefully I will have some more information about Designing Liefde then as well. So last week, this week I suppose, it was a pretty busy week. Like I said, I went to the dentist again today. That was fun. If you don't know the saga, I had a tooth out 4 weeks ago. I had dry socket infection, and then I went back today after 4 weeks because I just stopped feeling right. And unfortunately, once again, I had a tiny piece of bone in my gum. So if you don't like people talking about teeth, I would suggest you forward this bit. Yeah, so they had to take a piece of bone out, do x-rays, check that there was nothing untoward in there. And I'm now on antibiotics again. So that'll be fun. I do normally have to have antibiotics with stuff because of my type 1 diabetes. Although I do manage my type 1 diabetes really well. And I have done for many years. It's one of them that just as a precaution, they do like to ensure that I have some antibiotics just to boost my system a little bit. My immune system likes to attack its own body. A lot going on, haven't I? Hey, it could be worse. That's what I think. So there we go. So I've utilized those. I'm just going to take off the header sticker that I always use at the top here as part of that kit. Put it there. And then I've got a few pieces left on there. That I normally try to use the full boxes, little Weeks boxes as well. So let's go with, which colour shall I do for the outline to go with these? Ooh, I think I'm going to try the grey. Or should I go with the pink, the pale pink? I don't think you'd see the pale pink very well. So we will get my stencils and we will do the outlines of the page. Let me just check I've got it lined up properly. So how has your week been? We've had more snow and more rain again here. We've had a good week in terms of the boys going to school. And in fact, you'll never believe it, we slept for 3 nights straight through. Now, we have not slept, I say I, we have not slept through the night with both boys. Maybe an odd one here and there, but it has been a difficult few years with lack of sleep, but it is what it is. Our boys cannot help that they cannot sleep very well. Oh God, have I got my head in the shot? Sorry about that. Yeah, so it does affect their sleep patterns, the autism. So some nights can be quite difficult, then one wakes the other, and oh yeah, as you can imagine. We do try our best to get them into a solid routine, because routine works well for them. But some days, it just doesn't work out like that. So, I always mark off the weekend starting on a Friday for us, because Ian only works Monday to Thursdays. He works extra long days on those days to make up for the hours on a Friday. He used to work half day on a Friday, but then they changed it when the old manager was there. So he does have to go in on a Friday now and again now, because he's a manager. So there we go. So I've done all like outline. I've got this box down here that's either deco or I track something else in there. These are my tracker boxes where I track a few different bits each week. I tend to track probably the same things at the minute because they're the things that I'm concentrating on. And we have day headers here. This is where I do my daily to-dos, so important to-dos, and these are mainly appointments and stuff. And I do like to add a little bit of deco. Here is where I'm tracking the weather. And in fact, what I'm going to do is just section each box off like I did last week, because I liked it. So I will just go with each box being sectioned off. And I either use a little tiny icon or a stamp to mark the weather. Okie dokies. So, as it's school holidays next week, we don't have a massive amount on, thankfully. So, what I'm going to do first is put my day headers in. So, I will just turn the page slightly here to put the days there. So, sorry, they're not day headers, they're to mark on my tracker. So, my teeny tiny stickers from Aileen over at Colour Calf. So perfectly cut and everything, her stickers. Absolutely gorgeous. I do have a haul video with her latest subbing. It was up. It was actually posted today. So you can go back to see the February sub. Now, I'm not sure if she had any Februaries left to sell, but I will try to check and put it in the comments for you. Okay, so then what I tend to do is just put a tiny dot. So I'm going to use this pink colour because the flowers have pink in. So for the 7 days is a tiny dot to represent what I'm going to be tracking. I usually just put a tick or a cross when I've done it or haven't done it, as you can see there. There we go. And that is my tracking done. Now, I do have another. I'm trying to use up all the February headers and stuff that I've got. So I've got a February, I don't know whether you can see that, a little February header from, there we go. That looks nice in that top corner. And then I know what I do need to do. So I need to go into the back here. And this is where I keep all my numbers and things. So that I can put so these tiny date stickers, date dots are from, they're on premium white paper and they're from Colour Calf. And they are just perfect. They're just so small and tiny, but they look absolutely lovely in the spread. There we go. Yeah, so school holidays next week. We don't tend to go out too much. Well, when I'm on my own anyway, with the boys. And because even though they're getting better at walking along the road and things, it's still quite a stressful thing to do. Especially if one of them doesn't want to walk and I've got to carry one of them. Or Anyway, there we go. It happens, doesn't it? Right, so I'm going to try and use this dark colour now. So this is it's like a brown colour. I wanted it to go, it says some really dark, rich browns on the leaves and stuff in here. So it's N49. So I don't know if it's going to go. We shall see in a second when I go to do the boxes for what we've got on this week. Right, this is the box I use more often than anything. So what have we got this week? So what I am going to do is I'm going to put a little box there to mark the school holidays. And there's a big arrow box somewhere. I used it last time. And I drew Oh yeah, there it is. So I drew an arrow down to the Friday for the school for some works that we were having completed. So I'm going to do that again because it's spread right across the week. I will join it up there as well. Hopefully I'm doing it correctly so it doesn't look too oddball. And then we have Sainsbury's always comes on a Tuesday. Now Ian has a gaming event on the Friday, so I need to put that down because that's on in the afternoon. And that is about it for next week. We don't have anything else planned. I'm just going to colour in this. I just want to take that colour right down the arrow. And then what I like to do is just put a little header box across there. To do that. Now, as I've got hardly no plans next week, I'm going to use the 3 boxes and I'm going to put that on the Monday because I have no plans whatsoever on the Monday. And I'm going to put, now we usually don't have anything to do on this Saturday. I'm not sure if you can hear my stomach. I do apologise if you can hear it. Bit of a grumbly one. And I'm going to put one there on the Thursday just to carry that over. Now let's have a look at this beautiful washi tape from the washi tape shop. So I want to use this doll here because again it's got the dark, like the dark denims in it. So I want to utilise that one. Let's have a look where she's going to go. Right, let's have a look. Let's put her. I don't have a lot to do there, so I tell you what. I'm going to put her there. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. And then let's see if we have any other really lovely, some gorgeous things in these. Move gently through the world. I like that. Okay, I'm going to put that at the top here. I'll use the old tweezers. There we go. And then I don't think that blue really goes, but I like this rabbit here. I like that rabbit. I'm going to put that rabbit here. And let's have a look what else we've got. I think I might go with the reading, the lady reading. does that say on there? With the backpack lady. No, I like the backpack lady. It's very nature related. I'm just going to have to cut the back of it off slightly, I think. There we go. I'll just grab my scissors. Just trim her back end off. And now I just need to put in some bullet points. Now I'm going to do these in a lighter colour because otherwise you're not going to see the ticks on them. I think I'm going to go for the square this time. This is the Hobonichi stencil that I like to use, and I use this quite a bit. If I didn't say before, the brown stencils I use are all from Beauty by Starlet. She's got a great page as well, channel. If you want to watch more Hobonichi Weeks plan with me's, she does a lot of those. And I think, oh, I didn't do that one in line. Never mind, doesn't matter. I think I just now need to get the pen out and write in. Let me get these are the pens I use most often in my Hobonichis. So we have, you can see that, half term, holiday, I'll just put holes, Sainsbury's, order due, and then Ian, KVK, Arc Event, and then I have just, I will write weather at the top, because that's what I'll track in that column. And what have I tracked before? So definitely the 2 pints of water per day, 5 fruit and veg. I'll still track full night's sleep, even though I think next week is going to be a difficult one with the boys being on holiday from school. I will go with a no spend, or limited spend I should put, really, because it's never normally a no spend, and then planning and journaling. I just need a sticker that says trackers on it, for my trackers that I do. If I can find the, I've got a dark brown. I'll go with a lighter brown. That one. Got one of those tiny stickers just for there. And I will just check if I've got anything else I can add from this washi tape shop. Don't think there's anything else I would want to use on here yet. Maybe the little deer, baby deer, because that would be quite cute. And I think I'm just going to go with this moth. I think it's a moth. Just up there. And that is this week's, well, next week's, because I'm filming this the week before. So that is next week's plan with me. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, if you could give it a thumbs up, that would be wonderful. And hopefully you'll join me again for another video. Thank you very much. Bye now.